Well, I mean, tell me, what's your assessment of the fight? What do you think?
I think that people say it's an easy fight are foolish, and Mosley's going to rise to the occasion. He's going to be a tough fight, obviously. He's got some speed. I'm sure he's going to have a good game plan because he's studied Manny. He's been asking for this fight for 3 years.
Yeah.
He tried to negotiate with me a couple years ago. So he came to my office twice to try to make the fight happen. He's been wanting this fight. He sees something, and he's going to be the fastest fighter we've ever faced, and maybe the hardest hitting fighter that we've faced to this point.
You're not worried about his age? You think he may have lost something, or?
Well, obviously age does something we can't get away from, but I think he'll rise to the occasion. I think if he has one more fight left in him, this will be it. And so I'm not going to underestimate him, and I'm going to expect him to be his best, and we'll be ready for what he brings.
Well, what's your number one concern coming into this fight?
Manny's focus. It took us a little bit longer to get focused on the fight last camp. The last 3 weeks were great, but the first 4 or 5 weeks in Pacquiao were a little distracting because of politics, of course, because politics is something Manny wants to be great at, and I think we did a little bit too much, too close to the fight, so we kind of were making up for lost time a little bit, he could be able to. It's a completely different style. This guy's all speed, so we got to come up with a whole new game plan, and it'd be nice to get a different opponent, and it'll be nice and fresh. It'll be very good.
Yeah, are you looking forward to training back in the Philippines?
Maybe nice in the Philippines. Back out, nice place. The altitude, good training. So wherever he's coming from, I'm happy with it. It's hard for me to leave my gym, of course, but that's where he goes.
So what's your training schedule? When are you leaving to the Philippines? When's the first day of training camp?
I leave for the Philippines the first week. We have the 6th of March. I have a fight, Jacobs fighting on the 5th. And then I'll leave the next day, and first week we'll train in Manila, and then we'll go to Pacquiao on the 9th, and we'll have 3 weeks in Pacquiao, and then we'll come back to LA for the last 4 weeks.
And last question: what should fans expect? Do you think Manny's going to just? You have a prediction, or?
Well, there's a guy out there that says he's the best fighter in the world, and he could knock this guy out, and I think it'll be great for us to do that. We'll be the first person to stop Mosley. It'll be really the icing on the cake, I think. And again, we don't go into fights looking for knockouts, but I think if we fight the right style and make him fight 3 minutes of every round, we can get him out in the late rounds.
Do you want to set him to retirement already?
Yeah, 100%, yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Fred.
Freddie, real quick, does it motivate you to probably put on a better performance against Mosley than Mayweather did, or are you hoping to do one better?
That's my goal. Yes, I mean, because we're a better fighter than him, and we show it every time. And then any fights that we have similar opponents, we've dominated the opponents that he hasn't, and we've proven that we're better than him. And there'll be just another dig, and maybe we get him to sign that contract.
Well, styles do make fights. That seems to be the recurring theme of the press conference. Shane did look slow and pretty old against movers like boxers like Sergio Mora, Floyd Mayweather. Manny's a little smaller than Sergio Mora, right around Mayweather's size, but he's not a boxer, he's a fighter. Do you think that maybe boxing might be an easy plan to putting Shane Mosley on the quick way out?
Well, Shane likes when you come to him. He's a great counterpuncher. So the thing is, if we just go aggressively to him, I think it'll be foolish because he's a great counterpuncher. So we can't do that. We have to go into this a little scientifically and use not just walk into his traps because he will set them. Again, he has trouble with guys moving away, of course, and that was proven in his last 2 fights. But Manny's not the type of guy that moves away. Manny likes to be aggressive, but we can't be overly aggressive in this fight, and that's what we have to work on. And that's what I have to get him to realize in training camp, that we can't just go aggressively to this guy because he is a good counterpuncher and he has knockout power with both hands.
Great. Last question: would this fight have been more, I guess, interesting 2 years ago or today? Would you rather have fought the Shane Mosley today or the Mosley 2 years ago?
I expect him at his best again 2 years ago, maybe maybe a couple of years, maybe he's a little fresher back then and so forth. But I think he's going to rise to the occasion. I expect him to fight the best fight he's going to fight of his life, because a win over Manny Pacquiao changes everything. It makes everything bad go away.
And how come you're not going to meet President Barack Obama?
I'm going to try to sneak on the train. So